The internet broke, not just trembled. Jim Jones believed that his words would put a stop to rumors, quiet murmurs, and possibly even change history. However, he was unprepared for Chrissy Lemkin's reaction. Fans everywhere are saying the same thing about a clapback that is so heartbreaking, visceral, and uncensored. Chrissy eventually prevailed after 20 years of observing, waiting, and holding back. This is not your typical celebrity feud. This is the fall of an empire. The breakdown of the most notorious love tale in Harlem, captured in 4,000 and sent directly to your timeline. Imagine this. Jim is seated in that chair from the studio. "Chains of diamonds, I did my best," she said in a bright but shaky voice, knowing just where I stood. He believed that by saying that, he would be portrayed as the sufferer of a broken heart. However, people attacked the videos as soon as they were online. Chrissy has remained silent up until now, while Jim's followers rushed to defend him. Furthermore, it wasn't a press release when she responded. It wasn't a meticulously edited Instagram picture. Since hidden voicemails, leaked messages, and even unpublished footage from VH1's backstage operations are now circulating like wildfire. It was a scorched earth proclamation of truth, suffering, and betrayal that sent shockwaves across all platforms. Friends turned adversaries, celebs choosing sides, Twitter threads becoming battlegrounds, and Chrissy stronger, sharper, and louder than ever stands in the center of it all. Whether Jim Jones survives this is not the question. Is it possible for anyone to stop Chrissy at this point? There was no tranquility in the quiet following Jim Jones's remarks. There was pressure. Jim was sitting in the studio chair, looking into the camera and adjusting his diamond chains. Yes, he believed that his words would take back control of the story. "I tried my hardest," he added in a monotone voice. She knew where I stood, but she waited like a man trying to convince himself as much as the world. However, fans weren't buying it as soon as the video went viral. Line by line, they tore it apart. "I tried my hardest." The internet made a quick decision after 20 years of rejected proposals and countless justifications. Jim wasn't a victim. He was revealed. The hashtag started to gain popularity in a matter of minutes. Is it too late for her? Hashtag Chrissy prevailed. Jimmy didn't win. Memes of Chrissy proposing on her knees in 2011 were all over Twitter. In addition to the disclosure of her wedding ring from last week, captions yelled, "She waited. He wasted." Even TikTok producers joined in, fusing footage of Chrissy's most poignant love and hip-hop scenes with snippets of Jim's speech. One post went viral and received over 2 million views. In summary, Jim's statement was enclosure and confession. And Chrissy remained mute while the internet went crazy. No press interviews, no cryptic stories, no Instagram posts, just fans implored her to respond for 2 days in a row. "Chrissy, speak your truth," one Twitter user wrote. "The rings said it all, but insiders knew better." Another said, "She don't got to say a word." They muttered that Chrissy was getting ready for something significant. Harlem Truths, a gossip blog renowned for its leaks, was an unexpected source that broke the quiet for the first time. Suddenly, they released a 20-second audio sample. There was no mistaking the voice. Chrissy's, the anguish in her voice was audible. "Jimmy, you had 20 years. It will take you 20 years to marry me, 20 years to bring me tranquility. And all you offered me was quiet. Do you believe I squandered my time? No, sweetheart. Your opportunity was squandered. The internet stopped working. Then it blew up." The audio was cut by fans, who then used it to overlay montage movies of Chrissy and Jim's past. They used her remarks to create tattoos, mock-ups, merchandise, and captions. The hashtag she replaced hashtag Chrissy1. Stated it. The video went viral on the internet within hours. Despite their best efforts, Jim's allies were unable to halt the trend. Chrissy's voice had turned into a shout of defense. The texts followed. Screenshots appeared online purportedly from Chrissy to a close friend. The messages were harsh, unvarnished, and condemning. "He pleaded with me not to make fun of him, but he didn't mind making fun of me for decades. It's enough." Another, "I stayed. To harm him. To protect myself, I departed." Fans didn't care if it was true or not. They were analyzed like scripture and went viral on Instagram and Twitter. Insiders claim that Jim lost it behind the scenes. According to reports, he stormed his studio and slammed his phone against the table, berating his group for failing to contain the leaks. He yelled, "She's turning the whole world against me," according to one report, but in reality, the world was already against him. Mama Jones then into the flames, sharing from her kitchen counter one of her trademark enigmatic films. Fans gasped when she said, "Love don't live in lies, and I taught my son better," while holding a glass of wine. Was she taking Chrissy's side? Even Mama Jones knows, one fan commented. Others dragged Jim mercilessly. "If your own mama sides with Chrissy, you done lost." The commotion escalated when a behind-the-scenes video from the VH1 reunion was leaked. What transpired shortly after Chrissy disclosed her marriage was captured on camera by a member of the production team. Jim can be heard grumbling off of mic in the video. "It's true that she abandoned me for him. Oh no." That one line after everything verified all of the fans' suspicions. Love did not come as a surprise to Jim. Remorse plagued him. Social media had a blast. Videos of Chrissy pleading for commitment have surfaced. Chrissy started crying. Jim dodged with excuses. TikTok compilations with titles like "She begged," "He stalled," "She walked" piled them up next to her wedding announcement. Twitter timelines became battlefields, and she prevailed. Chrissy was labeled disloyal by Team Jim. He was hauled by Team Chrissy for squandering 20 years of her life. Fans believed it couldn't get any hotter, but then celebrities jumped in. Remy Ma wrote, "Chrissy held him down longer than most of y'all would have. Respect her choice." Erica Mena tweeted, "This is why you don't play with a woman's time." Every response fueled the flames after Cardi B liked a tweet that said, "She's the queen now." And Chrissy's growing wave overshadowed Jim's self-defense statement. Chrissy wasn't finished though. With an Instagram live, she finally broke her silence. Sitting in a modern white suit, perfect makeup but a stern expression, she stared directly into the camera. Jimmy got his turn. He spoke his mind. "Here's mine now. I gave him my youth, my love, and my commitment. He and I built together. For him, I made a sacrifice. And as I waited, he assumed I would wait indefinitely. However, eternity has a limit." The comments section blew up. Fire emojis flooded in from verified accounts. Fans preached and flooded the Queen's chat. Chrissy then leaned in. Nearly the internet grew silent as she whispered, "The difference between me and Jimmy is that when I say I do, I mean it. I said it to the man who chose me, not the man who wasted me." Jim's supporters were unable to spin it. The tide had entirely changed. The headlines cried out. At last, Chrissy prevailed. However, another storm was brewing before anyone could enjoy themselves for very long. 11:57 p.m. A teaser was posted by Harlem Truths. Receipts that will complete the story are due tomorrow. Just a black background with white letters, no context, no details. #receipts at midnight began to trend in a matter of minutes. Fans conjectured endlessly. Was Chrissy concealing more sinister realities? Did Jim own a secret of his own? Or was someone else going to make an appearance in the narrative? The internet remained silent. Jim said nothing. Chrissy took her own life. Mama Jones vanished. Fans remained glued to their televisions, already divided and fixated. As everyone was familiar with one something, the storm had not passed. It was simply the beginning of the storm. When midnight rolled around, Harlem Truths delivered. It wasn't merely a leak. A detonation occurred. On their website, the headline was accompanied by audio files, blurry video footage, and screenshots. 20 years of secrets about Jim and Chrissy. A series of purported text communications between Jim and an unidentified confidant served as the first bombshell. Jim wrote, "She's bluffing. Chrissy ain't going nowhere. She addicted to me. Even if she went, she'll always come back." In an exchange that occurred just months before Chrissy's wedding. Another paragraph said, "She might think she's strong, but she ain't built to live without Jimmy." Fans erupted as the haughtiness was evident in the messages. Twitter was inundated with screenshots of the texts along with tags like "This is why she left," and he truly believed that she was a captive of his ego. However, Harlem Truths was not yet complete. Next, they released audio. A 45-second message purportedly left by Jim to a buddy revealed unadulterated resentment. "I'm not even upset that she got married, man. She did it without me, and I'm angry. She ought to have given me the final say after all this time. On TV, she made me look foolish. I am unable to forgive that." Thus, the audio trended right away. The producers of TikTok classified it as melancholic piano music and described Jim as the man who lost everything but yet desired power. The man who desired control despite losing everything. The video clip then appeared. The audience gasped. A crew member's phone captured the shaky backstage video at the VH1 reunion. In it, Jim yells in the hallway as Chrissy storms out of her dressing room. "You're going to play me like that then?" Chrissy's voice was shaking, but sharp fires back. "Jimmy, play you. You engaged in self-play. You had 20 years to pick me, but you didn't. I made my own decision." The internet went crazy. Clips were viral across all platforms. Celebrities chimed in once again. One fan tweeted, "Ain't love hip-hop. This is Shakespeare." Another said, "We're watching the fall of Jim Jones in real time." The video and its caption were reposted by 50 Cent. "She examined him as if the rent was due." The K, 20 years later, Michelle tweeted, "This is why I don't wait on no man." No Braxton went live tomorrow, claiming that Chrissy had given her life and that he had offered her justifications. The last person to laugh was her. Jim's camp hurried to refute the leak as it spread. His management issued a brief declaration. "These purported disclosures are fabricated, misrepresented, and twisted." Jim is still devoted to his family and his music, but the harm has already been done. Fans didn't trust a word. Chrissy, meantime, performed it flawlessly. She didn't explicitly address the disclosures. Rather, she shared a single image of her hand and wedding ring shining in the sun on Instagram with the comment, "Peace greater than chaos." In less than 8 hours, the picture received over 1 million likes. However, another twist hit the ground. The missing piece was dumped by Harlem Truths, an email exchange between creators of VH1. One producer commented, "We disregarded Chrissy's request that we not take advantage of Jim's response. For ratings, the revelation was too good. But that's show business." Another person said, "She doesn't know how viral this is going to be. Jim's going to be crushed." The public immediately switched on VH1. Supporters charged that the network intentionally set Jim up for humiliation, exploited black love for viewpoints, and manipulated emotions. #RespectChrissy and #SCancelVH1 trended concurrently. Then the most bizarre turn of everything. One last file was hinted at by Harlem Truths, a purported communication from Chrissy's spouse. On the evening of the reunion, "I wrote her a short SMS. I'm proud of you. Allow them to speak. I will always have you." Fans froze. All of a sudden, it was more than Jim's demise. It was about Chrissy's new beginning. The identity of the mystery man was the subject of intense speculation. Blogs delved deeply. Some mentioned the famous architect Marcus Bellamy, whom she was said to have met in 2022. Others conjectured that she had concealed it from a longtime business insider. Memes with captions such as "Jim lost 20 years" appeared. For once, Jim wasn't clapping back on Instagram Live, wasn't dropping cryptic lines, and wasn't posing photos with chains. Marcus won forever, and Jim's silence grew louder by the hour. And shades. According to insiders, he was in disbelief, withdrawing inside his Harlem home and not returning calls. But Mama Jones wasn't quiet. Once more, she made a direct post. "I adore my son, but I also enjoy Chrissy as well. You're not even close to what you saw on TV. Sometimes the lesson comes from losing, but they both harm each other." Her remarks went viral. Fans quarreled nonstop. Some claimed she was making fun of Jim. Some claimed she was shielding him. The fire only became hotter in either case. Fans returned to social media and started searching through old hip-hop and love videos like investigators. They discovered one scene from the video of Chrissy telling Jim, "I can't wait forever. I won't wait forever," resurfaced in 2013 and received millions of views. Supporters call it the fulfillment of the prophecy. However, the most startling event happened late that night. unidentified Instagram account shared what they said was a fresh voicemail that Jim had left a few days prior. His voice broke in it. Inform her that my love for her has never faded. Inform her that I simply didn't know how to express it. Inform her that I believed she would never go. The voicemail went viral. Some claimed it demonstrated Jim's brokenness. Some claimed it was manipulation in an effort to push Chrissy back in time. In any case, the internet was unable to ignore it. Then, in an unexpected turn of events, Chrissy herself went live once more. Her tone was steady, her face serene. She confronted the confusion head-on. I didn't want this to turn into a circus, she stated. However, here we are. To be clear, Jimmy was my family, my love, and my partner. However, love without action is limbo, and I'm not going to remain in limbo any longer. He had his chance. He had 20 years of chances. Now I have peace. I have happiness. I have someone who chose, she said, tears welling up in her eyes. And no leak, no rumor, no headline can take that away from me without hesitation. Heart emojis, clapping hands, and possibly Queen energy erupted in the comments section. Her detractors were also silenced. After Chrissy finished speaking, her words fell like thunder. However, admirers believed the tale had reached its pinnacle. One last teaser was released by Harlem Truths. The caption on a blurry picture of Chrissy and her new husband read, "The face reveal comes tomorrow." The internet came to a complete halt. After decades of drama, who was the man who eventually captured Chrissy's heart? The countdown started. Twitter had a complete meltdown. Blogs conjectured ceaselessly, with Jim remaining mute, aloof, and troubled by the love he believed he would never lose. The entire globe was waiting impatiently. It wasn't just another day tomorrow. The face of the mystery man would emerge tomorrow. And when it happened, Jim and Chrissy's story would never be the same. Although there has previously been pandemonium on the internet, nothing prepared it for the bomb. The following day, at precisely noon, Harlem Truths was released. Their single picture was used to refresh the site. A tall, well-dressed man with a clear face stood hand in hand with Chrissy Lampkin. "Meet Marcus Bellamy, Chrissy's husband," was the caption, and the response was instantaneous. Supporters yelled all over Twitter. Screenshots of "she really married him" went viral from blogs to YouTube, Instagram to TikTok. Marcus's name became popular all around the world in a matter of minutes. Marcus wasn't a faceless figure. He was a well-known architect who created residences for celebrities in the music business. He was allegedly engaged by Rick Ross, Alicia Keys, and Jay-Z to design one of his Miami properties. All of a sudden, Chrissy's new spouse wasn't only enigmatic. He had connections to the highest level of fans, making him a powerful player. Assembled the narrative. Leaks claim that Chrissy met Marcus in 2022 at an interior design gala. According to sources, he was enthralled with her presence and referred to her as a woman who understands her value. They were discreetly inseparable by 2023, and in early 2024, they were married in Spain under a pink sunset in front of fewer than 30 people. The internet exploded with theories. Some claimed Chrissy had been arranging her breakup with Jim in secret for years. Others said that while Jim kept her waiting, Marcus had been the mysterious man all along, helping her in the background. Memes poured in. Marcus provided her 20 months of assurance, but Jim was no longer silent. According to a widely shared post that said, Jim gave her 20 years of excuses. He went live on Instagram a few hours after the revelation. His expression was hidden behind sunglasses. He shifted in his chair with a hoarse voice and clinking chains. "They want me to fold," he said. "They want me to look weak. Let me tell you something though. She was never lost to me. I was lost to her." The live immediately got out of control. As thousands watched, #Chrissy1 hashtags flooded the comments. Jim became really irritated. "Marcus is a clown, that guy. He wasn't present when I restrained her. When the streets came for us, he wasn't there. He's ignorant of the past," Jim whispered, almost under his breath. But then came the slip. "She had been conversing with him while she remained with me." Fans saw it right away. Screenshots became popular. The headlines cried out, "Jim Jones believes Chrissy had an affair with Marcus." The story suddenly took a different turn. Was there a connection between Chrissy and Marcus? Or was Jim fabricating stories to restore his honor? Harlem Truths added fuel to the fire by disclosing what they purported to be 2021 emails between Chrissy and Marcus. Within them, Chrissy the internet went crazy when someone purportedly said, "You see me in ways Jimmy never did. You make me feel chosen." After decades of uncertainty, Team Chrissy maintained that she had every right to go on. Jim's team accused her of betrayal, claiming that she planned her escape by pretending to be the victim. Marcus, meanwhile, broke his quiet by posting a stylish picture of himself and Chrissy during dinner on Instagram. She rested her head on his shoulder. The message said, "I picked her when it fans went crazy. Mattered. Forever means forever." The romance was lauded by some. He was accused by others of stealing Chrissy from the legend of Harlem, as the individual who took Chrissy from the folklore of Harlem. Then Mama Jones showed up again with another video from the kitchen counter. This time, it was clearly emotional. "I don't care what nobody say," she said. "Marcus, that dude," the comment section erupted. "I love you, Jimmy, but sometimes love ain't enough. He gave Chrissy what my son couldn't. That's the truth." Mama Jones was referred to as a queen by her supporters for being authentic. She was accused by some of betraying her own son. However, one thing was evident. Her remarks were more impactful than any headline from a tabloid. VH1 was under scrutiny once more as the drama took over the culture. An internal document that was leaked disclosed that the network had discussed whether or not to broadcast Chrissy's wedding announcement. Despite their alleged fear of irrevocable reaction against Jim, executives ultimately succeeded by pursuing ratings. Millions of people watched a reunion special only for Chrissy's shocking revelation, setting new records. The consequences didn't end there. During that same reunion, insiders revealed that Jim had arranged his own on-camera proposal in secret. Sources claim that he had a ring hidden in his suitcase, prepared for one last attempt to win Chrissy back. However, in order to make room for Chrissy's portion, producers cut his declaration. The purported ring is still hidden. The audience gasped. Was it karma finally catching up, or had VH1 undermined Jim in order to gain views? Theories were wild. The culture was split like never before, and hashtags were raging. The revelation of yet another audio leak was the tipping point. This time, it was a voicemail purportedly left by Jim to Chrissy weeks prior to her wedding. The voice broke. "Don't close the door on me, even though I know I haven't been the man you wanted me to be. Don't allow anyone else replace me. You are aware that it has always been you." The audio was constantly analyzed by fans. Some perceived trickery, while others perceived desperation. In each case, the difference was obvious. Jim pleaded. Marcus went with Dot. Chrissy then delivered the final blow. She uploaded a fresh video. She seemed calm and collected while drinking wine and addressing the camera. "I lost him, but you can't lose what you never had. I wanted a husband and a partner," Jimmy remarked. "I wanted forever. He gave me limbo. Marcus gave me peace." Her words went viral, and within hours, the hashtag peace over limbo trended across the country. Chrissy wasn't simply perceived, as Jim attempted to respond with a freestyle that was published on SoundCloud, but the lyrics were unpolished. A woman who won became a symbol, and women flocked to Twitter to share their own tales of ending long-term relationships that left them waiting in agony. Fans acknowledged that it was effective, but it didn't alter the story. If she were white, I were shame, and she left. Anything, it solidified his reputation as the man who allowed love to elude him. By the end of the week, Chrissy and Marcus were photographed walking hand in hand over cobblestone streets in Italy while on a romantic vacation. Meanwhile, Jim, the story that started with a proposal in 2011 ended with Chrissy getting married to another man in 2024. Jim Jones had not only lost a woman, he was seen alone in Harlem with his head down. A shadow of the deep-set legend fans once knew the culture had spoken, had lost the story, the sympathy, and according to fans, 20 years of his life. However, as the dust settled, one last surprise loomed. Harlem Truths hinted at a new drop that the hidden Jim never wanted to be revealed. If there's one thing this story has shown us, it's that the drama between Jim and Chrissy never ever ends, which is why the internet can't stop talking. Chrissy didn't just Jim Jones believe that silence would rescue him, but Chrissy showed the world that silence is weakness when the truth is revealed. She responded, recovered her power, and flipped the script, turning 20 years of waiting into one moment of unquestionable victory. Speaks louder. The leaks, voicemails, pictures, ring, and face reveal are all turning into the most astounding reality story we've ever seen. And believe me when I say that things will only get worse because Harlem Truths isn't finished. Jim isn't finished, and Chrissy is only getting started. There could be another leak tomorrow, another voicemail tonight, or another explosion that completely upends our preconceived notions at any time. You'll miss it if you blink, so here's what you should do. Hit the like button, share your opinions in the comments, and let me know which side you support, Team Chrissy or hashtag Team Jim, and most the next leak can occur while you're sleeping. So it's crucial to hit subscribe and enable your notifications now. When it does, you'll want it to be the first to know. Keep the internet finds out before you do. Don't allow the tea hours are sent to you by your buddies. Late. Hold on tight right now because this is not merely a historical tale. It's taking place in real time and in real time. Additionally, you wish to avoid being left behind when the next shocking revelation occurs. The subsequent bombshell.